Hi there folks, welcome back to Northwest Bushcraft. This is episode 3 I think now of the Bushcraft for under £100 kit, or Bushcraft kit for under £100 should I say. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Swedish Army LK35 Rucksack. I got this one from Military Mart down in Ormskirk. Absolutely fantastic company to deal with. They stand behind Bushcrafters 100%. Their whole ethos is you don't need to buy dead expensive gear to be able to go out. And this rucksack itself, unbelievably, is £14.99. That's £14.99 for this rucksack. Now, so it's a 35 litre rucksack, which doesn't sound a lot. However, you can get a phenomenal amount of gear in it. But we'll start on the outside, and then I'll show you what's going on the inside. So if we turn it round, so on the back, we've got a metal external frame on the back. Now, the good thing is it's contoured on the back. So you actually get a bit of a gap between the material and your back, and it's also got these webbing pads here that obviously keep it comfortable on your back, so you've not got the metal frame digging in the back. Wide straps on them, and so they're fairly robust straps, so they're not sort of thin, thin straps that are going to start digging into your shoulders when you're carrying it. Adjustable straps here and here, and here and here, and then down the bottom, so you've got this webbing strap here, so that kind of goes on your lumbar region. It's great because you can get a bit of an airflow going around it, so you don't get that kind of sweaty back syndrome when you're walking along. Turn it back around. So on the top, you've got some cinch straps on the top, so if you wanted to, you can put a bedroll in there, a water bladder, a blanket, whatever you want, into the top. Again, here you've got more straps here, so you can maybe put something through here as well. You've got a little sort of plastic window eyelet thing here, so you can actually put your name in if you wanted to, or you can put a badge or something over the front of it. And then underneath, there's actually a gap underneath here, so that maybe you could put, again, a blanket under there, or put a tarp inside a dry bag underneath. So if you needed to, your tarp's kind of covered underneath here. If you need to get out in a hurry, whip it out, throw a tarp up. So moving on to the inside, so it's made of fairly heavyweight kind of material, and it's got these cinch straps that come under. Yeah, the head comes off, and as I said, it's a bit like the TARDIS really. You can fit an awful lot of gear in here. Now on the inside, it's got the whole bag has got this kind of waterproof liner on it, which is brilliant, because that way if it does go on the floor, remember you're actually the metal frame is holding it off the floor, so you're actually not going to be getting the bottom of the bag wet. But even if it's hammering it down with rain, this inner waterproof layer is going to keep a lot of your stuff dry. So inside, I've got an awful lot of gear. So for now, I'll take my jumper out of the way, so that's just there to stop anything inside rattling about. Now, still on the outside here, you've actually got this axe loop and like a retention strap at the bottom. So if I undo this, you'll be able to get the axe out. Now the beauty with this is, because this axe loop here, the axe fits in quite well, and then it's held in place at the bottom by this strap. Now what I've done here is, because obviously if I'm going to be in a public woodland, what I don't want to be doing is walking about the rucksack advertising the fact that I've got an axe on the back. It's not good. So actually what I've done here is, this is actually the sleeve off of from the poles from the Polish Army Live tent, and all I've done is I've just passed this retention strap through the eyelet from the buttonhole, and that way that's covered, so when you're carrying it, it just looks like a piece of green material and it's not an axe. Okay, so there's an axe hanging loop there. This system here, this is the sort of tightening system. Push that up to pull that down to release the tension, pull that up, slide it up, and then lock it off, and it locks it into place. So the inside, like I said, it's a bit like the TARDIS. You can fit, for a 35 litre rucksack, you can fit an awful lot of gear inside it. So in here we've got an air mattress. This goes rolling off down the hill. A billy can. Inside the billy can I've got my brew kit, my poo kit, my first aid kit, all sorts of stuff in there. Fire lighting kit. My knife. And whilst I'm here, I suppose a big thank you to Ben Orford. I got this back yesterday before I came out to camp, and thanks to Ben I foolishly sliced my finger open in pretty quick order, so really sharp bend, thanks a lot for that. And then we've also got world famous frying pan that I seem to kind of take everywhere with me, and there's about 15-16 people on a waiting list waiting for me to die and see who gets left this in my will. So that's that. We've also got metal plate, and in the bottom there's also, in this dry bag here, this is the Polish Army Lavu tent. So far you've actually got quite a bit of gear in there already. Now on the inside you've got this main compartment here inside, and then there's this back flap kind of here, it's like pocket that's inside. Now you can either put sort of bits and bobs in there, I'll go through what I've got in there in a second, but you can put a water bladder in there if you wanted to, whatever you want, jumpers, anything really. So in here I've got the pegs and poles from the Army Lavu, the Polish Army Lavu tent, citronella candle because there's plenty of mosquitoes about, tissues, hobo hand fishing line, we might have a bit of a fun with that later on, we'll see what happens, collapsible book saw. Again, you can get these from Military Mart. Off the top of my head I can't remember how much they are, but the whole kind of the blade and the frame and everything's inside. If I get some requests, I'll do a review on that shortly. And then inside there again, that's just like an old sort of army stretcher material, and that's sort of body shapes that'll go underneath on the floor as a dry layer. What else? Some bank line. It's my wife's kitchen tongs, so if you see her, it never happened. Okay. And spoon carving knife and a strap. So that's the inside pocket there again. So you can see this kind of shiny waterproof layer, and as I said, you can fit a huge amount of gear inside there. I mean, we've come out for a couple of days, and there's actually a phenomenal amount of gear that you can actually get in this bag, and there's more than enough here that kind of keeps us going for a couple of days. So that's the the Swedish Army LK35 rucksack. Now, the interesting thing with these is the LK70 is actually made by Haglofs, and anyone that knows anything about the outdoors knows that Haglofs clothing is really good. And I've got a pair of the Haglofs rugged mountain pants, and a phenomenal piece of gear. Now, so the LK70 is actually made by Haglofs, so I've got no reason really to doubt that the LK35, which is just a smaller version, is made by Haglofs as well. So anyway, that's the LK35, as I said, for $14.99. It's a hell of a piece of gear really. It's absolutely bulletproof. It's still got some of the creases from when it was brand new. So go onto Military Mart's website or go down and see Paul Woods down at Military Mart. So they're a fantastic group of people, and so just go and have a chat with them. So anyway, that's the LK35 Swedish Army rucksack. I hope you enjoyed the review, and come back and see us later. Bye bye now.